So, I think I'm gonna do a review of a movie that you may or may not have heard of, depending on how much you know about classical movies. It's called Wings. It's about a friendship and love story of three or four characters. Uh, the friendship between two guys, um, and their relationship with is two girls during World War One. It's the first movie to ever win Best Picture, and I haven't seen. I don't think I've ever seen another movie from 1927 because I don't. Or 1927 and 1928. It's kind of like half of the 1927 and half of 1928 because they used to host the Oscars in the middle of the year, so, and, it certainly it's kind of interesting. And I do actually like it somewhat. It's kind of held down by the technical restraints of its time because it was made in a time when it was made in a time when sound movies didn't even exist. And except for like The Jazz Singer, I think was the only full feature sound movie when Wings came out. So, but I can't watch silent movies. They're the biggest pain to ever watch. So you have to pause it all the time to read what people are saying. I would prefer watching a silent movie that that doesn't have dialogue at all. I would prefer that. So I hate needing to read. It's why I don't really like watching foreign films either, because it's hard to watch them with like with the subtitles. Although you can get dubs for a lot of foreign films, and even though it is kind of take away from the acting, I don't know. It's just a more enjoyable experience for me that way. So, yeah, I think that would be a good idea is to review the winners of the Oscars Best Picture. So that's what I'm doing. This is the first one. It's also like I think that there's some type of special effects in it with there's a scene where they have bubbles and in it I don't think those are real bubbles. They might be though. So they must have like I don't know how old filming techniques, but I don't know, maybe those I think are fake, right? And I think that there are a couple things that don't age very well about it, but I would say that you know, if you want to watch old movies that are classics, this is definitely one to start with. It's quite entertaining. It was more entertaining than I thought it would be. Because even though there was it was very, in my opinion, a lot less enjoyable because it was silent. That's not the movie's fault, right? So, I think it's a good movie, and I would recommend it.